Good morning student. In our last video, we are discussing about training in sports in which we have discussed about strength. Training physical fitness. Physical fitness means ability of a person to do his daily routine work without any fatigue. Physical fitness, it has 5 components: strength, speed, endurance, flexibility and coordinative ability. Last video we had already discussed about strength. Strength means ability of a muscle to overcome resistance. Okay, strength means ability of a muscles to overcome resistance. It is of two types: static and dynamic. Static मतलब fixed point, overcoming the resistance from a fixed point. Dynamic मतलब movement, motion. So dynamic means overcoming the resistance from a violent motion. It is of three types: maximal strength, explosive strength and strength endurance. Strength endurance. This is about the strength and the training methods. There are 3 training methods to improve strength: isometric, isotonic, and third is isokinetic. There are 3 training methods to improve endurance, to improve strength. Iso means same, metric means blend, iso means same, tonic means tension, iso means same, kinetic means motion. These are the 3 training methods through which we can improve our strength. In isometric exercise, the length of the muscles remains same. In isotonic exercise, there is tension in the muscle along with change in the length of the muscles. And isokinetic, there is continuous tension in both flexion and extension muscle continuously. Next is endurance. Endurance means ability of a person to continue an activity for a long period of time, or we can say ability to resist fatigue. Endurance, it is of two types: short term endurance endurance, it is of 2 types: short term endurance and long term. These are the 2 types of endurance. Short term endurance, it is also known as anaerobic endurance. Anaerobic endurance, or we can say muscular endurance. In the same way, long term endurance, it is also known as aerobics or cardiovascular endurance. So in short term endurance, we do the activity for short period. The duration is short and our speed is maximum. We do the activity with maximum speed for short durations. We do in the absence of oxygen. We do the activity with the help of energy present in our muscles in the form of ATP. This is about the short term endurance. We do the activity for short period of time and our speed is maximum. And in long term endurance, we do the activity for long period of time and our speed is slow, medium. For example, marathon running, road cycling, mountaineering. We do the activity for a long period of time. The duration is long and the speed is slow. We do the activity in the presence of oxygen. Training methods. There are 3 training methods through which we can improve our endurance. That is continuous training methods, interval training methods and fatigue training methods. Let's discuss about training methods. Training methods through which we can improve our endurance. First is continuous training methods. In continuous training methods, we do the activity for a long period of time, continuously for a long period of time. Okay, in continuous training methods, we do the activity continuously for a long period of time without any break, without any rest in between the workout. Continuous training methods, it is of 2 types. It is of continuous training methods, there are 3 types. Slow continuous training methods, fast continuous training methods, continuous training methods, and third is variable continuous training methods. These are the 3 training methods of continuous training methods. Okay, in continuous training methods, we do the activity continuously for a long period of time without any break. It is of 3 types: slow continuous training methods, fast continuous training methods and variable continuous training method. In slow continuous training methods, our speed is fast. Okay, our speed is fast and our speed is fast. In slow continuous training methods, we do the activity with fast speed, and the duration is approximately 10 to 20 kilometers, that is 1 to 2 hours. 10 to 20 kilometers, and the distance is around 10 to 20 kilometers, and our speed is fast. It is used in football, basketball, badminton, etc. In slow continuous training methods, sorry student, in slow continuous training, slow means slow, our speed our speed is slow, or we can say we keep our speed slow or medium. Okay, in slow continuous training methods, we keep our speed slow or medium, and the duration is around 10 to 20 kilometers, that is 1 to 2 hours. Fast continuous training methods. In fast continuous training methods, speed is fast. Speed is fast, and the duration of workout is around 5 to 10 kilometers. That is 1 hour to 30 minutes. And variable continuous training methods, it is a combination of slow and fast. Training methods. Sometimes our speed is slow and sometimes our speed is fast. It is a mixture of slow and continuous training methods. These are the three types of continuous training methods. Okay, continuous training methods. We do the activity continuously for a long period of time without any break. It is of three types. Slow continuous training methods. In slow continuous training methods, we keep our speed slow. Slow continuous training methods, it has to develop aerobic endurance. Okay, there are two types of endurance. And slow, because our speed is slow, we do the activity in the presence of oxygen. Therefore, it has to develop aerobic endurance. And fast continuous training methods, we keep our speed fast, and the duration is itna. So, it has to develop anaerobic endurance. Anaerobic means in the absence of oxygen. We do the activity in the absence of oxygen. Our speed is slow. And variable continuous training method, it is a combination of slow and fast. Sometimes our speed is slow and sometimes our speed is fast. Therefore, it has to develop both aerobic and anaerobic endurance. Okay, it has to develop both aerobic and anaerobic endurance. This is about the continuous training methods through which we can improve our endurance. Next is interval training methods. Interval training methods, our total workout is divided into part, and there is incomplete rest in between the workout. The total workout is divided into part and incomplete rest is given in between the workout. We follow the principles of effort and incomplete recovery. Next methods to improve our endurance is interval training methods. In interval training methods, the total workout is divided into interval and incomplete rest is given between the interval. That is, the total workout is divided into part and incomplete rest is given in between the interval. We follow the principles of effort and incomplete recovery. Okay, we follow the principles of effort and incomplete recovery. The total workout is divided into intervals, and incomplete rest is given in between the interval. For example, workout, incomplete rest, incomplete rest, workout, incomplete rest, workout, incomplete rest, and so on. This is about the interval training methods. Okay, workout, incomplete rest, workout, incomplete rest, workout, incomplete rest, etc. The total workout is divided into interval, and incomplete rest is given in between the interval. Okay, in interval training methods, the total workout is divided into interval and incomplete rest is given between the intervals or between the workout. Interval training methods, it is of two types: slow interval training methods and fast interval training methods. Okay, in slow interval training method, our speed is slow, and in fast interval training methods, our speed is fast. It is of two types: slow interval training methods, and next is fast interval training. These are the two types of interval training methods: slow interval training methods and fast interval training methods. In slow interval training methods, the total workout is done with slow speed, that is medium speed, and the duration is long. Speed slow and duration is long. Okay, in slow interval training methods, we do the activity with slow speed, with medium speed for a long period of time, and it helps to develop aerobic endurance. Okay, whenever we do the activity with slow speed, we do the activity in the presence of oxygen, therefore it develops our aerobic endurance. And in fast interval training methods, our speed is high and the duration is short. Okay, this is about the interval training methods. And fast interval training methods, it helps to develop an aerobic endurance. This is about the interval training methods. Interval training methods, the total workout is divided into interval, and incomplete rest is given in between the intervals. Interval training methods, it is of two types: slow interval training methods and fast interval training methods. In slow interval training methods, we do the activity with slow speed. Our speed is slow, medium, and the duration is fast. Usually the duration, the total workout is around 5 to 10 kilometers, that is 1 hour to 30 minutes. And in fast interval training methods, we do the activity with fast speed, with high speed, and the duration is slow. The duration is around, the total distance is around 2 to 5. That is, we do the activity for 15 to 30 minutes. Interval, slow interval, aerobic endurance. Fast interval, it helps to develop anaerobic endurance. Endurance, it is of two types: aerobic endurance and anaerobic endurance. Whenever we do the activity with high speed, anaerobic endurance develops, and with slow speed aerobic endurance develop. Okay. Next is footleg training methods. Footleg training methods. Footleg training methods. Footleg training methods, it also helps to develop speed. Footleg training methods, it is also known as speed play, because the speed in this, the speed continuously changes. The players changes speed. Okay, footleg training method, it is also known as speed play. Okay, footleg training methods, it is introduced by O. Esterdon and Gustav Holmers. Footleg training methods we perform in natural environment. Okay, footleg training methods we perform in the natural environment, and in these training methods the athlete is free to change his speed. The athletes sometimes increase his speed, sometimes he do running, jogging, he use short cut, long cut, sitting, etc. He changes his speed, but the things to be kept in mind is that he has to reach the end point, that is destination, in a desired time. Okay, this is about the footleg training methods. Footleg training methods, it is performed in natural environment. Natural environment, and athletes is free to change his speed. Okay, in athlete training methods, it is performed in natural resource, in natural environment. In this natural track is used, and the athlete is set free to the athlete is free to use his speed from starting to end point. He may run fast, slow, jogging, running, sitting, shortcut, long cut, etc. He is free, but the things to be kept in mind is that he has to reach the end point in a desired time. Usually, for the training methods, the distance is kept around 10 to 20 kilometers, 10 to 20 kilometers, and the time is kept around 1 to 2 hours. Okay, 1 to 2 hours. This is about the footleg training methods. For example, in footleg training methods, this is a starting point. From starting point, the athletes may use long cut, he may use jogging, running, sitting, walls, etc. This is the end point. Okay, from here's the athletes may use shortcut. He may use shortcut, long cut. He may jogging. He may do jogging, running, speed running, doing rest, walking, etc. He is free to use his speed, run. This is about the footleg training methods. Okay, in footleg training methods, the athlete is free to use his own speed. He may use short cut, long cut. He may do jogging, speed running, race, walking, speed run, etc. Till end point. But he has to reach the end point in a desired time. Usually the for the training methods, the distance is kept around 10 to 20 kilometers and the duration is kept around 1 to 2 hours. This is about the Bartlett training methods. So we had discussed about endurance, what is endurance, its type and its methods, how we can improve our endurance. Endurance means ability to resist fatigue, ability to do activity for a long period of time without any fatigue. It is of two types: aerobic endurance, that is short term endurance, and long term endurance. There are three methods through which we can improve our endurance: continuous training methods, interval training methods, and Bartlett training methods. Okay, thank you students. In our next video we will discuss about speed and its type and how we can improve our speed.